Studios in downtown Amarillo, ABC 7 News, the Panhandle Spirit, starts now.
And we begin tonight with breaking news. Right now, police investigating a shooting in North Amarillo.
For the latest, we're turning now to ABC 7's Tiffany Lester live. Tiffany?
Lisa, Larry, I'm here in the 3100 block of Oak Drive where Special Crimes is still investigating the shooting. Officials staying very tight-lipped right now, but what we do know is that a 25-year-old man was taken to the hospital and that the shooting happened right there in the middle of the street. We'll continue to keep you updated throughout the night on our website, abc7amarillo.com, and our app, as well as tonight on ABC 7 News Nightside. Live in North Amarillo, Tiffany Lester, ABC 7 News.
All right, thanks, Tiffany. And continuing in Crime Watch, 2 men arrested after one car crashing into a police car and another almost doing the same. The man on your screen, 31-year-old Luis Gonzalez. Another man, Himling Biak, crashing into the patrol car during a traffic stop, causing major damage. Police saying Biak believed to be under the influence of alcohol. But while police investigating, they say another car driving through traffic cones, almost hitting several emergency vehicles. That man was involved with that wreck. He was also arrested. And now to this headline. Amarillo police seizing about $120,000 worth of marijuana inside a rental car. Amarillo police stopping the car for speeding. Police saying a Louisiana man not supposed to be driving the vehicle. Police searching. They say they found 80 pounds of marijuana in 4 duffel bags. That man arrested for possession of marijuana.
And in Oklahoma news tonight, the week-long hunt for Michael Vance Jr. is now over. Vance being found in northwest Oklahoma. Now, it began last night at around 9:30 when a Dewey County sheriff pulling Vance over. Vance beginning to shoot. The sheriff was hit and Vance escaping. Authorities soon catching up with the fugitive and a gun battle beginning where police shot and killed Vance. Officials say the sheriff's injuries are not life-threatening. Vance had been on the run since October 23rd after allegedly killing 2 relatives and shooting 2 officers. And turning now to an update out of New Mexico, a high-profile incest trial for Monica Mares officially rescheduled for March 15th and 16th of next year. Mares accused of having a sexual relationship with her 19-year-old biological son. A trial date for the son, Caleb Peterson, has not yet been set. And new tonight, Bell Helicopter saying it's optimistic about the future of Amarillo's assembly operations. This following 5 layoffs last week in what it calls a challenging market. The
company tells us production of the V-22 aircraft now at half of peak production, causing the workforce fluctuations. ABC 7's Case Wilbank speaking to Bell today, and he joins us now with the latest on the company. Case?
Yeah, Lisa and Larry, Bell Helicopter tells me the biggest challenge facing the company right now is in the commercial market, and with the biggest focus on military assembly, Bell says Amarillo is fairly insulated. New contracts and opportunities for other aircraft production is what's giving the company hope for the future.
The Center of Excellence for Military Aircraft Assembly, that's how Bell Helicopter describes its Amarillo facility, and it will stay that way if the company officials have their way.
Currently, we're building V-22 there, a rate of about 20 a year, which is right on the government's plan.
Bell maintains this rate is normal despite the initial 5-year contract that had production at 40 a year in 2012 and 2013.
The aircraft was so in demand and so needed by the military that we doubled our production in the early years. So the first 5 years, we went to 40 a year to get as many as possible out into the fleet.
Last week, the company delivering layoff notices to 5 employees, citing production of the V-22 as cause of the fluctuations. Now, Bell says for the most part, the Amarillo workforce is stable.
So in the life of any program, the number of people working on it and the skill sets they use are constantly in flux. Asking somebody to leave work is always a method of last resort for us to adjust the workforce.
Bell, the 10th top employer in the city, according to the Amarillo Chamber of Commerce.
Bell Helicopter, like I say, is not only one of our major employers, but they're a partner in this community. And we want to be there and celebrate with them. We want to help them when they need help. And it's just been a great partnership since they've been here, one that continues to work and continues to go it goes back and forth.
And right now, Bell says production of the H-1 and potential in the 525 and V-280 gives Amarillo a future workload, with the entire company focusing on the commercial market.
Anything that is is the top of mind at Bell Helicopter today. It's innovation. It's kind of recapturing that leading innovative spirit that got Bell to where it is today.
And Bell says as of this month, the population of employees in Amarillo is 998. That's up from the January total of 976. Reporting from the Kennedy Broadcast Center, Case Wilbanks, ABC 7 News.
Case, thank you. It's your voice, your vote. In a special series all week, we're digging deeper into Amarillo's 7 bond proposals. We start tonight with Proposition 1.
The bond totaling $89 million for new street projects and improvements throughout Amarillo.
It's by far the most expensive of the 7 propositions, listing 30 projects in all 4 quadrants of the city. Some of the items very specific, like Polk Street improvements and streetscape, while others are still up in the air, like the $16 million listed for arterial reconstruction projects.
Amarillo City Engineer says the specifics will be determined by growth and road conditions at a later date, which has created a divide among voters.
If you just look, drive around, it's clearly evident that these are needed. Again, we can't even maintain or do the recommended maintenance on our streets right now.
We've determined that about $33 million of that could be taken out at this time out of this bond and still, repair some of the streets.
And coming up on ABC 7 Nightside, we'll hear from the city engineer and more from both sides.
And tomorrow night, in the second part of our series, we're digging deeper into Propositions 2 and 3, public safety and municipal facilities.
Well, if you're still looking for somewhere to take your kids tonight to trick or treat, how about the ABC 7 Gene Messer Ford Trunk or Treat event?
How about it? Chief Meteorologist Steve Kirsch standing by with those details and the details on our Halloween forecast. Good evening, Steve.
Yeah, Larry, just a while ago, at 5 o'clock, we just had a few people here. Now you can see there is a whole bunch of kids behind me, and we got a parking lot full. We're at Gene Messer Ford, and we're in front of the Lincoln dealership. They're doing some construction on the Ford side of things right now, so they're setting up shop here. They got 2 trunkfuls of candy, and I think they're going to need both trunks because there are a lot of kids here right now. They're going to be here till 8 o'clock tonight. They've got a jumper house over here. There's a lot of kids in that as well, and a good night. Temperature-wise, it is wonderful out there. Let's look at our weather story, and our temperatures will be going down. Now, tomorrow we've got another record high temperature that's going to be in jeopardy, but we're going to be getting closer to average temperature-wise by the time we get to mid to late week, and it looks like there may be some rain in the forecast. No rain tonight, wonderful trick-or-treating temperatures in the 70s. We'll start tomorrow morning with a low of 54. More of your weather coming up here live at Gene Messer Ford in Lincoln in about 5 minutes. Send it back to the studio right now.
Bring back some candy, Steve. All right, turning now to some good news tonight. The babies at Northwest Texas Hospital's neonatal intensive care unit getting dressed up on this Halloween Monday. Check out this video. Now, the preemies, you're going to see them here in a minute. They're dressing up as some very cute mermaids today. Northwest Texas Hospital employees saying they want to be sure the patients and their families felt like it was a normal holiday. The staff even dressing up themselves for this special day.
So we just decided that we would be a part of the Halloween festivities today. We dressed our babies up, so we decided that we should dress up too. We thought Minions would go with our blue since we have to wear blue. So we just decided we'd all get us a little hat and be the Minions.
Now, we've posted the full story for you to share on our websites over at abc7amarillo.com and on the ABC7 Facebook page.
And more good news for you tonight. You may have spotted it around town. It's the Wienermobile driving around today and doing some good for the Panhandle. Today, the group donating more than 1,100 pounds of food to the High Plains Food Bank. And while the Wienermobile was in town, they collected food from the community at all their events. The group saying Amarillo has been one of the best cities they've been to.
And turning now to a traffic alert we first brought you on Friday. Tonight, the Texas Department of Transportation beginning work on a project to make improvements to bridges on I-40 in Amarillo. Now, the $36 million project will completely rebuild bridges at the Ross Osage and Arthur intersections. Overnight lane closures beginning tonight at 8. The inside left lanes will be closed through November. The project set to be complete in the spring of 2018. When we come back here on ABC 7 News at 6, we're checking in with Chief Meteorologist Steve Kirsch at a trunk or treat event.
And we're telling you about some students taking a pledge to make a difference in their schools. That story ahead on ABC 7 News at 6.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 6 with Lisa Schmidt, Larry Lemons, Lee Baker with sports, and Storm Surge 7 Chief Meteorologist Steve Kirsch. This is ABC 7 News, the Panhandle Spirit.